Hi, this is a watch from my collection. This is a JW Benson from 1952 featuring a Smiths movement with 15 jewels. I purchased it last year in March from a fellow collector and watch restorer from England. The announcement for its sale read as follows. Offered is a 1952 Benson watch, measuring 31mm across in good condition. The lens is pristine, as is the face, which bears the famous Benson-London logo. The case is also in excellent condition with no wear or scratching aside from a tiny area around the crown. And what he's talking about, I believe, is here, and I will show you in just a bit on the side the scratching, and also there's a bit of wear around the lugs of the gold plating as well as there. But I love this watch. I truly love it. Right, carrying on with the original announcement, the 15 jewel Smiths mechanism keeps good time and has been fully serviced as of April the 4th, 2017. I think that's a typo there because I purchased it on March the 1st, 2017, and perhaps that's April the 4th, 2016. I'm not sure. Maybe I wrote it wrong. At any point, I know the watch was serviced and it runs great. And I also sent it in for service afterwards myself to my watchmaker, and yeah, that's great. This watch comes fitted with a genuine leather strap. He was referring to this, which I still kept. And it's a stunning, it goes on to say this watch really is a stunning timepiece, is almost mint condition, a real collector's item. And he's right, it is a real collector's item. What's different about this watch that I found different from other Benson watches of the era, I mean, this is a 1952, and this is a divergence from the typical Benson design, which featured a railroad track with Roman numerals. This one forgoes the railroad track, as it's called, the two concentric circles with markings inside them to sort of look like a railroad track. And this one has Arab numerals. Yeah, I love the Benson design. They're no longer around, but I love them, and I have more of their watches. During World War I, the factory was bombed, destroying thousands of their timepieces, and from that point on, the company no longer manufactured its own watches, but still continued as a retailer. So that is why this watch, and pretty much all of the watches after World War I, have movements made by others. I also have a JW Benson watch with a Cyma movement, a Swiss movement, but they typically bought movements from Smiths. And you can always recognize a Smiths movement by the sound it makes. It's a very distinctive sound when you wind it up. Right, so as you can see, there's wear of the gold plating here. That's what the fellow was talking about in the announcement, and I don't mind it. It's an old watch, and it's in great condition otherwise. And on the other side, it's pretty much perfect. See, it's wonderful. There's a bit of wear on the lugs, but that's to be expected. That's fine. Here's the back of it. It's again in great condition. So there's a gold-plated front and a stainless steel back, and it's wonderful. And I hesitate to open it. I could get out a tool and open the watch, but because it's not a screw-on, it's simply a pull-back case. Every time you do it, you tend to leave scratches either on the case or on the back, and I'd rather not scratch it. So I'm not going to open it. I'm going to show you a photo of the mechanism. Yeah. Let me turn it to the front again. Now here's that distinctive Smiths sound when you wind it up. I've got the microphone just off camera here. I apologize for my hands. You know, I do a lot of house repairs, and so my hands are not model hands. Sorry, try to disregard that. Okay, so here's that ticking. So when you hear that, you know that's a Smith's movement. And trust me, it's very distinctive. Yeah. And when I show you the inside, a screenshot of the inside, you'll see exactly why it makes that movement. See, it's on the screen right now, so if you look, you see that opening, that horizontal opening toward the top of the mechanism, and that's where that metal ribbon is held, that sort of holds the mainspring wheel in place, and that's what makes that distinctive clicking sound. The ticking of the watch is also very distinctive, and I'll shut up now and I'll be quiet and I'll let you hear it for a few seconds. That's pretty wonderful, right? Yeah, it has to do with the Smith's movement again. It's got that bit of a hollow tick, hollowness to the tick, and it's partly the movement and partly the case. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for watching, and see you next time.